Today we're speedrunning Toilet Chronicles, and our goal is to get every ending in the game. Now our speedrun starts when we create a new save, we see the back rooms for a second, before we then get teleported over to a bathroom, hear some guys say tick tock, and after a while, we're gonna hear some knocking on the door. Yeah, that is not ominous at all. And then everything goes red, which is interesting. And a tentacle comes up and changes our lock from being on to being off. So yeah, that's definitely a start of the game. And we see the lore that we're in a bathroom in a 2008 party. And after seeing that, we get attempt number 1, where we're going to want to go in the bathroom, close it, lock it, and then unlock it, and leave to get ending 0, where we leave the restroom without destroying a toilet. Yeah, that is definitely one of the endings out of there. And also, by the way, every time we do get teleported to the back rooms for a second for some reason, and that's also ending 1, where we die and the mysteries of this place will never be solved since we electrocuted ourselves with the broken hand dryer. Now we got to go for ending 2. I'm going to start aiming myself over towards this bathroom. We're going to lock that, and we have to wait here for a second, so might as well look at this poster. They care about their customers, always good to hear. And we're just going to do a couple things. We'll open that up, we'll get some toilet paper, which, by the way, we are going to get the one that's worse than the bigger one, and that's because I hate this guy.
Any chance you got some toilet paper? Because this is empty over here, partner.
Yeah, gotcha, buddy. So after that, we're then gonna knock on his door over and over again until he gives us a picture. And then we can go over, get this one, which shows us that they're watching. Someone takes a picture of us. And by the way, we are just legs. There's literally nothing else to us. And we might as well look at these pictures while we can because we have some time. Right now, it's just gonna give us some music so we can look at this poster. Have you seen this man? He's a war criminal. And this one, which is a toilet grenade. But yeah, not much you can do during this section. So we just chill and wait by this vent. Until finally the vent's gonna open, we get a grenade, and literally immediately we're gonna pull the pin and die. That's ending 2, where we died, and the mysteries of this place, of course, will never be solved. But time for another fun ending where we go straight over to the now fixed hand dryer and die right away, which, by the way, that will be ending number 7. You don't have to do these in order, and I had to do that ending, that way a screwdriver would spawn on top of the hand dryer. We see we're questioning who fixed it, but that doesn't really matter because I'm gonna get the grenade again, pull the pin, put it in the bathroom, and for ending number 3, we're gonna get banned from the restroom for destroying a toilet. I feel like we should get banned from the entire bar, but I guess I know nothing about running a business, so gotta trust them. Now time for attempt number 6. We're heading back over, getting this grenade, and this time we're gonna kill our partner. So we're gonna place this in his bathroom. He's gonna explode. That's ending number 4, where we kill our partner. Usually you're supposed to give him the grenade when he reaches his hand under the stall and asks for toilet paper, but that works too. Next up is attempt number 7. Of course, we're getting this grenade just like usual, and then we're gonna drop it on the ground because this actually will be a different ending than the one where we exploded in our hand, and that's ending number 5. So we're making pretty good progress on these endings, and for this one we're going to try to peek over this stall, and because we say we can't be stopped, a tentacle is going to come out, just destroy us. We're going to hear some very disturbing sounds, I am not going to lie, and then someone laughing, and that's ending 6. You got crushed by a tentacle. What a way to go out. But okay, time for some different endings for attempt number 9. It will start out the same. We're going to get this grenade, but then we're going to drop it right here because we're trying to destroy this door, and that's the perfect place to drop that and then not get damaged by the explosion. Then we can take the axe, destroy this yellow door, get this gnome, and we've been gnomed. Yeah, that's ending number 8. By the way, if you remember, we already got 7, which was the hand dryer one, and we're going to continue on from here. Now attempt number 10, and before we go back to the grenade, we have one where we're just going to ignore our partner over and over again. What we can do is keep placing this toilet paper in and out of his stall, and he is getting very much angry, yelling stop at us, but I don't care, man. I'm having a fun time. And eventually, after doing this enough, he is going to get very angry, knock on our door, and crush our pelvis. Yeah, we should not have messed with this guy. But okay, back to the grenade endings. We're gonna go ahead, take this screwdriver, and we're actually gonna look in that room a little bit better. So like usual, we'll place the grenade right here, that way we're safe from the explosion. We'll just aim our camera there until we can go slip on this banana peel and die. That's ending 10. But this time we're actually going to do a lore ending. There's not going to be these quick deaths endings. It will start out the same where we're dropping the grenade right there. We can go through, and then we see this door, and we're going to want to put in the code 265918. So I can do that as fast as possible. Open up that door. It's going to be all black until we finally see a party and can talk to these people. Just got my 6th mortgage. I'm sure nothing bad happens to the economy.
That's all. You're back at the party.
Okay, I did not ask, dude. Anyways, this guy says they don't know that I'm also having a good time, and we can also see Squidward. He's chilling there.
Are you disappointed? Sorry if you didn't get all the answers, but at least it was fun.
Did not ask, buddy. This guy's crazy. He's planking, and then look at him. He's planking.
I think I owe you one more ending.
Yeah, this guy does not stop talking, but we do get ending number 11. You're back at the party. Was it all a dream? And as soon as we spawn back in, we want to walk straight forward.
You can walk around if you want, and then just press Q when you're bored.
Yeah, I already did, dude. And we have to watch the credits for a little bit, but we still got plenty more endings to actually do. So we're gonna go load back into the game for attempt number 13. And like usual, it's time to get the grenade. Of course, we're gonna place it right by that urinal, chill by the door. That's gonna explode this door. And then we're actually gonna get the axe again, because in this ending, we want the gnome, but we're not gonna die with him. So we choose not to right click. Instead, we're bringing him over here. And again, we're gonna put in this code. And as soon as that door is open, we can then take the gnome with us. And this time it's actually gonna be a different ending for the party break section. But while this is happening, we also want to position ourselves perfectly with this gnome so we can start flying with him. What I like to do is get on top of him, aim myself for the very center of his body, which is really important. And then if we just press left click, we'll start flying, which is just very funny. And yeah, we have to wait for this guy to give us our next ending.
Oh, and I think I owe you one more ending.
He's gonna say this, and as soon as he does, we'll drop down. We get ending number 12, where we escape with our partner. And then as soon as this screen ends, we also get ending -1, where it's not an ending, you're not supposed to be here, the one you get when you go out of bounds. So that was a nice 2-for-1, but there's still a few more endings we have to get. In this one, like usual, it's gonna start with the grenade. We'll go ahead, do our thing, but this time we're actually gonna go into the staff only room and turn into a mouse for scientific purposes. And as soon as we become a mouse, of course, we're going over to the mouse trap. That's ending 13, which is what did you expect? Bad ending. Fair enough. And now the nice thing is it's just going to spawn us right in this room so we don't have to do the grenade thing all the time, and do a very interesting trick where we want to grab this toilet paper and basically use it to jump on this desk. That was not the best to start, but that's fine. This trick is kind of difficult. I'm just trying to jump on the toilet paper while also holding it, which is very interesting, but we can just get up there and that's perfect. Now we want to press that button with our feet and go into the back rooms. Yeah, you probably did not expect us to come back here, but there's a few endings we have to do here. For the first one, we're just going to be walking through. We see this mouse hole with some mouse traps around it, but we already got the mouse trap ending, so I'm not going to go for those. Instead, we're going to enter this hole. It asks us if we're a human or a mouse. Of course, we're going to say we're a mouse, so it asks us to prove it, and we can go grab this cheese, eat it, and we become a mouse, which is the good ending. Now, next up, back in this room, and right away, we're just going to press this button and get into this room in our human form instead of our mouse form. And for this, I will give you a jump scare warning because there's Squidward right here, and he jump scares us, so that's ending number 15. But okay, this time around, it's back to mouse mode, which is always fun. But what's not fun is doing this trick. So we'll see if I can do it a little bit better. We're just trying to jump up this, and that was actually perfect. I really appreciate that. So we're hitting that button, and this time we're actually going to bring the toilet paper with us. It is a little bit hard to see what's going on, so you can actually lift the toilet paper up just because it's so big compared to us. But we want to bring it over to this mouse hole, go into the human side, and then we're going to put this toilet paper on the X and chill in here as this door closes on us. So now we're just in complete darkness with the toilet paper. That's ending 16. You are trapped. Worst ending. But there's actually one more secret ending we have to get. And that ending, of course, is going to start like usual with us becoming a mouse. Then, of course, we're doing the toilet paper jump. That was a pretty good one. Before we go back into the back rooms, and again, we're going to bring the toilet paper with us. Now, what I like to do is reposition it and make sure that it's completely upright, because basically we're going to be using this toilet paper to protect us from Squidward. For some reason, how this game works is if you don't see Squidward, he's not going to chase after you. So all we have to do is just cover our eyes with this toilet paper, make sure this man is not able to see us, just go past. He kind of looks like he's gonna attack us, but we're able to make it to the end. And yeah, there, we did it. And we're still with our toilet paper. Also, our guy says, wait, there is no story. There is never any story. And then the camera slowly pans up as we see our Jess Leg's body. I'm not really sure what that's all about, but hey, we did a good job. And as soon as the game says the end, we're gonna call time 12:58, which that's gonna be a world record, and I'm pretty proud of it. All right, subscribe if you enjoyed. Bye.